Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to another installment of the Golondrinas live sessions on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Daniel Goodman, and I'm the museum director of El Rancho de las Golondrinas. I wanted to take a moment to say hello and to let all of you know how much we miss having you at the museum and how much we appreciate your support and participation in the Golondrinas live sessions. It's been a tough year, but all of us are doing well, and we hope all of you are too. If during the course of this performance or any other live session you feel moved to make a donation, please do so by clicking the donate button on this screen or by visiting our webpage to give to our annual fund. All gifts to the annual fund will be matched by a foundation, doubling your donation and helping a local cultural institution. We wish you could be here in person. And I know many of you enjoy our Halloween event, Spirits of New Mexico. It's an incredible evening that's always capped off with an appearance by La Llorona. We figured, since you can't come here, we'll bring her to you. Master storyteller Brenda Hollingsworth-Marley, also known as the Story Songbird Woman, is an all-around entertainer. She sings, dances, acts, and writes, but most importantly, she teaches and keeps both the tradition of storytelling alive, but also the culture of New Mexico. For over 20 years, she's traveled all over the roads and highways of this state. Brenda Marley has been performing with the New Mexico Humanities Council for many years, and this program is made possible in part by the New Mexico Humanities Council, and we thank them. This will be her 4th year sharing the story of the wailing woman here at Las Golondrinas. Known throughout the Southwest as a cautionary tale, La Llorona will be told in her own personal storytelling style. Brenda's version of the wailing woman is guaranteed to enthrall. And normally, audience members would be invited into her storytelling circle to participate. Even though you're watching from home, don't lean too close to the screen. You might cross over that line of no return, should you enter the circle of La Llorona, for she's still searching for her missing children.
Deep in the land of Nuevo Mexico, also known as Albuquerque, and to some known as Burque, there is a tale that has been told throughout the generations, from the elders or the old ones to the very, very young. They have listened to this story. Along the Rio Grande, the earth reaches up as if to reach out to its mother, Mother Earth. And you can see the beautiful mesas standing tall like tabletops, and the roadrunner running all about through the sagebrush, while hummingbirds flitter and flutter their tiny little wings in the dry heat of New Mexico. If you look to the east, you can see the rising mountains called the Sandias. Yes, they are known as the Watermelon Mountains. And in this land, a story has been told, the story of La Llorona, the weeping or wailing woman. I would like for you to sit close to your loved ones, gather together, perhaps near a fire, and listen to this tale, the tale of La Llorona. Oh, it is such a beautiful day. Ay, the sun and sol is shining brightly in the sky. And mi abuela, she is in the kitchen preparing a most delicious meal. She is preparing huevos rancheros, How I love to take my tortilla and dip it in my huevos. Mi abuela, are you well? Is the breakfast almost ready? Oh, yes, Maria. The breakfast is almost ready. Oh, I am one tired old vieja. There I am making the tortillas for you every day. And every day you ask the same question. Abuela, do you have the tortillas ready for me? Of course I have the tortillas. Now come and sit with me a while. We have things to talk about. Very important things to talk about. Yes, Abuela, I am excited. I know what it is we are going to be talking about. I want to pour myself something very hot. Yes, while I listen to you. It's so warming to my throat, and I am ready, Abuela. Tell me what it is you have to say. And the Abuela looked at Maria and said, Maria, you have been here in mi casita for such a long time. You have already celebrated your 15th birthday and moved beyond it with your quinceañera. But I will not be around forever, no, Maria, for I am getting old. I know you do not believe that, but I need for you to really think hard about getting married. Yes, it is time for you, Maria, to pick yourself a precious husband, an esposo. It is going to be a most beautiful occasion, and I am going to be ready when the right man comes along. Well, Abuela, I am just about ready to find myself an esposo. You see, I am the most eligible bachelorette in all of the plaza and all of the village. When I look into the mirror, I see the reflection of such a beautiful young woman. My lips are like cherries, deeper than wine. And my eyes, they are so beautiful. My eyelashes flutter when I look at myself. And my cheeks, they are like roses. And so, any man who would marry me, Maria, would be a most fortunate man. Well, I am going to go to market and see exactly whom I might see in the marketplace. Thank you so much, mi abuela, for this most delicious breakfast. I would not know what I would do without you. You are the love of my life. You are my heart. You are my soul. And there is nothing, abuela, that I would not do for you. I love you. Oh, Maria, you just talk foolishness. Go to the market, girl, and look around. Make yourself seen. There you might find a most handsome fellow. I will, abuela. Thank you. I will see you in just a while. And Maria made her way down the pathway. As she went along, she hummed a song that seemed somewhat familiar to her soul. La 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 la. Oh, it is so wonderful to be at the marketplace. I will pick some mangoes and, some kiwi fruit. It looks delicious. And, yes, some pan de muerto. Well, everyone's looking at me. They all think I'm so beautiful. I know that it won't be long before a suitor comes by mi abuela's casita. and they will come looking for me, Maria, offering their hand in marriage. Look at how they look at me now. Yes, I am the talk of the town. Good morning. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Yes, what was that you said? Am I seeking what? Well, of course. One day I shall marry. It will be soon. Thank you for asking. And Maria made her way back to the casita, where she sat on the veranda and waited. Well, by and by, the people in the town began to speak all about Maria and how Maria was eligible, the most eligible bachelorette in all of the village. And so they told young and older gentlemen to go by the abuela's casita and seek her hand in marriage. Oh, hello, you fine, handsome gentleman. How are you, and what are you doing here near mi abuela's casita? Oh, I'm just looking for a girl, a young woman, about 17 or 18 years of age, and I'm looking for her because, well, they say she's the most eligible bachelorette in all of the village, and I believe her name is Maria. Maria? Well, you have found her. I am Maria. And what can I do for you? Well, I have come, my dear heart, to offer my hand to you in marriage. You see, I feel that I am the most eligible bachelor in all of the village, and I come with my credentials on my shoulder. You see, right back here, I have some delicious and wonderful fish. I am a fisherman, and I would fish for you, Maria, for the rest of my life, if you would take my hand in marriage. A fisherman. Did you say a fisherman? Indeed I did. Well, I will not be interested in a fisherman, for the smell of you is most disgusting. I could never be near you. I would not even so much as hold your hand. So be gone with you. Oh, a fisherman. I will never, ever give my hand in marriage to such a man as you. And so the fisherman made his way down the pebbled road, and Maria waited. She waited until the next bachelor arrived. Maria. Yes, abuela. There's a young man walking down the road. I suggest you go and see what it is he is searching for. If you say so, abuela. Hello? What are you here for? Are you in search of anyone? Anyone beautiful and gorgeous and lovely and... Well, I'm looking for a young woman, and they say that her name is Maria. You see, I am a carpenter, and I can make cabinets and furniture. I carve some of the finest furniture in the whole entire village, and my furniture sells from one end of Albuquerque into the other. I can carve anything, including a baby's cradle. Yes, I've heard of your work. I have indeed, but a carpenter. I am not at all interested in a carpenter, so though you sound intriguing, I would suggest that you be on your way. And the carpenter took Maria's advice and made his way down the pathway. By and by, an old viejo made his way up the hill and over, and made his way, arriving at the casita of Maria. Oh, 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 oh. My name is Carlos. And, hello, Abuela. How are you today? Oh, I am well. Just looking for Maria to find herself a nice husband. Well, I could make a very fine husband for Maria. You see, though I am old and my back is worn, I could take very special care of Maria. If you say so, viejo. Did you say your name was Carlos? Yes, indeed I did. Well, Maria is here. You may introduce yourself to her. I will indeed. Maria! Maria! Yes, what can I do for you? Well, I am here to offer my hand to you in marriage. My name is Carlos, and I am only 72 years old. But I could make you a fine husband, and I have many years left in this old back. 72 years old? Oh, you old viejo! I would not be with you if you were the last available bachelor on earth. So be gone with you. Off you go. Take your old self and hobble down the road. And the old man made his way down the road, down the road, down the road. Abuela, can you believe these old people coming, asking for my hand in marriage? I would never marry an old man, a carpenter, a fisherman, or anything of the sort. I am Maria, beautiful, and I deserve to have someone who would shower me with gifts and make certain that my house is a beautiful house. And I want to have someone who has riches, untold riches, that will make me a fine husband indeed. Well, Maria, they say that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and sometimes you have to look at the inside to understand what is on the outside. But Maria, it is up to you. I am old. I have not much to say about your decision. It is yours, my hijita. I love you. You are mi corazón. You will find the right man one day. Well, Maria was certain she would, and word spread throughout the village that Maria was still so eligible that a rich rancher from down 3, 4, 5 miles away heard about Maria, and he decided to saddle up on his horse and ride into town. As he rode into town, he arrived in the plaza and said, I am Don Diego de Carlos de Juan, and my last name is Martinez. Everyone looked. They couldn't believe it. Well, I believe he's Don Diego Martinez from down there, the rich rancher from down there. I am indeed, and I am looking for a young woman. I hear her name is Maria. Can you point me in her direction? And they all pointed. He rode there to Maria's casita, and as he got off and dismounted from his horse, he looked around, and as he looked up at the veranda, there was Maria looking down. Oh, hello. How are you, and what is your name? My name is Don Diego Martinez, and I am looking for Maria. Would you be Maria, the lovely one? I would indeed. I am she, and I am the most eligible bachelorette in all of this land. Well, I am here to offer my hand to you in marriage. You see, I have many lands to share, many horses, and I am one of the richest ranchers in all the land. Well, that does indeed sound inviting. I don't know. I will think about it. I would like to know if you have any particular special talent that would entice me enough to take your hand in marriage. Well, I do have one skill. I can get down on my knee for you, and I can sing and play my guitar. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, porque cantando letra, cielito lindo, los corazones. That was beautiful. I loved it, Don Diego. And yes, I will take your hand in marriage. I must tell mi abuela immediately, and we'll be wed in the plaza. Abuela, 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 mi abuela. And so it was that Maria lost her beloved abuela. She passed into the land of the ancient ones, and she was not able to be there for the marriage of her beloved Maria to Don Diego. As they gathered in the plaza, Maria was the most magnificent creature most had seen in most of their lives. They looked deeply into one another's eyes, and when the priest said, "Do you take this woman, and do you take this man to be your lawful wedded?" they both said, "I do." And they were married in the plaza. Maria was so happy with her new esposo, her husband, and so for so many years she had thought that this would be the most rich experience of her life. And they lived together in the casita, and they also had his ranches, and they would go from one to the other. And over time, Maria would give birth, not to one or two or three children, but actually to 4 most magnificent little children. And Maria loved her children so. Every day she would get up and take good care of them. "Children, children, come. I will care for you. What is it you need? I will comb your hair. I will brush your hair. I will dress you. You are the loves of my lives. And I am so happy with your father, Don Diego, and you, my loves. All of you are just so handsome and beautiful." And she would kiss them, each one on their cheek or their forehead, and send them off to school. And the children did well. They loved their mother so, and they loved Don Diego. Don Diego would take them and teach them how to ride horses and work with horses. He took them throughout the land and showed them off because most of all, Don Diego was proud of his beautiful, handsome children. But as time went on, there was a rumor in the plaza and in the village. You see, the people began to whisper and say things about Don Diego that Maria did not think could be true. The whisperings went on, and have you heard? Have you heard that Don Diego? So one day Maria decided to take a walk into the plaza, and she left her children there on the veranda. As she walked into the plaza, she looked, and there, in the distance, under the gazebo, with horse tied to the post, she saw Don Diego and a woman with hair red like fire. He was laughing and smiling at her. Oh, yes, yes, you are so fantastic to me. I love you. I love you, Susana. Maria could not believe her eyes. She could not believe her ears. This was the man she had given her heart to, her life to. And this is the man she wanted to be with until death did they part. And so Maria began to weep. She went home, embarrassed and ashamed. And as she went home to her children, she thought about what she could do to resolve the situation. Well, perhaps if I were more charming, I could entice him. He would want to be with me. I could spend more time. I could make more delicious meals. I could do many things to please him. Here he comes now. Yes, hello, Don Diego. Come, I have made dinner for you. Sit. My husband, tell me of your day. Has it been well? Are you feeling well, my husband? I am feeling well, Maria, but there is something I must tell you. What would that be, Don Diego? I must tell you that I'm tired. Tired of looking at you. You see, you have grown older with time, and childbearing has not suited you well. I look at you and I do not see a sparkle in your eyes. I look at you and I see a woman that is reaching her time, the time when you too will be nothing but an old abuela. And so I want to take the children and set up a nice home there at my ranch down south. I'm sure you won't mind. I'll take my son. You may keep the girls. And I will make sure that you are well taken care of. You will have enough money and clothing and food. Not to worry. And I will take care of all of my children. My husband, mi esposo. I do not know what to say to you. I don't want you to leave. Would you not leave me? Please, Don Diego, I would do anything to keep you here with the children. They love you and I love you, Don Diego. You must not leave me for another woman. She is not the woman I am. She is not half the woman that I am, Don Diego. But it was too late. Don Diego had left with the woman he planned to make his new bride. He left with his son, and he left her with her daughters. Children, come. I think that we should go down to the river and wash a few old things. I believe that we could go and it will be a nice walk. Come, children. We will walk down to the river and wash these old rags. Gather with me and know, my children, that I love you. I love you so much. Now kneel with me. We will wash the clothes by the river. And Mama, I have been missing me papa. He's been gone a long time, and I don't know where he's been, and I want to be with me papa. I miss my brother. I don't want to be here just by the river washing old clothes. I want me papa. And your papa, he is not here, children. Do you not understand that your father is not here? Wash the clothes and do what I say. And the children began to wash the clothes by the river. And Maria, as she washed the garments along with them, began to weep. Is there something the matter, Mama? Why do you weep? The tears on your cheeks are hot. Do not cry, Mama. We love you, Mama. Daddy, Papa, he will be back soon. Don't you worry. And Daddy will be back so soon. I know, children. I just want you to wash the clothes and don't worry about your Mama. I just need to sit by the stone for just a little while. I cannot believe that Don Diego would leave me for that woman and take his son and leave me. Children, I can't take this heartbreak. Mis hijos. I can't take it. Mama, help us, Mama. We are in the river. Mama, we are floating away. Mama. Maria was so enraptured in her own heartache and pain that she hadn't even noticed that her children were floating down the Rio Grande. And as they cried for their mama, Maria began to come out of her stupor, and she saw her children floating down the river. She reached to a nearby tree and broke a branch and reached out and said, "Here, mis hijos, mis hijas, please take hold of this stick. Mis hijas, grab on." But it was too late. The children had disappeared deep into the sandy banks of the river. Maria rode back to her casita, where she looked around, and there were no children, and she did not know what to do. Her children were gone, and what would happen to her? Would they come for her? Would she have to go to prison, to jail, for a crime that she was so sorry and did not mean to commit? Well, when Don Diego came back to the town, he looked for his children, and he heard that they hadn't been seen in days. And he began to send a search party out for his children. They walked the Rio Grande with torches. And Maria, frightened, ran ahead. If I could find mis hijas, if I could find them, I could save my children and my marriage. And Maria began wailing and looking for her babies. Mis hijas, mis sick with grief, disappeared along the Rio Grande. Don Diego searched for his children. He didn't care what had happened to Maria, for he had a new wife. He went back to the casita, and there he could see the rocking chair, and it began to move back and forth, and back and forth, but there was no one there. He heard a faint sound. "Oh, Maria, Maria. Don Diego was frightened. He ran to his horse, and he mounted it, and he rode far away. Everyone in the town spoke of what had happened, for the children were never to be seen again. Nowhere along the Rio Grande were they ever found. Don Diego kept his distance, and the people of the town began to tell stories. We think that Maria may have drowned her children. Yes, it is possible. But what kind of mother would drown her children? And the stories moved throughout the land. Maria, they said, could have become an old ghost. And some of them would say that she could have turned into a woman walking the ditches of Nuevo Mexico. They began to tell stories calling her the ditch witch. And the old ones would warn their children not to travel too close to the acequias and the ditches, lest the ditch witch reach out and capture them. Well, some say they're just old folk tales, old stories that could not possibly be true. And some believe differently. I wonder about you. Mis hijos, ¿dónde están mis hijos? I will find my children. Miguel? Rosa? Is that you? Is that you, Rosa? Are you my child? Mis hijos? Mis hija? Are you my child? Are you the one I'm looking for? Could you be the one I'm looking for? Give me my children! And so, as you walk the trails of the acequias of Nuevo Mexico, as you walk the Rio Grande ditch banks, be careful, for they say Maria is still searching for her children. And if you're not careful, she just may mistake you for one of them. Do